Hello guys. This video is about top 5 most dangerous animals in the world. The African buffalo or Cape buffalo is a large Cincerus caffer. The Cape buffalo is the typical subspecies, and the largest one, found in southern and East Africa, while Brachyceros is in West Africa and Equinoxalis is in the savannas of East Africa. The adult African buffalo's horns are its characteristic feature. They have fused bases, forming a continuous bone shield across the top of the head referred to as a boss. It is widely regarded as one of the most dangerous animals on the African continent, and according to some estimates it gores, tramples, and kills over 200 people every year. Herd size is highly variable. The core of the herds is made up of related females, and their offspring, in an almost linear dominance hierarchy. The basic herds are surrounded by subherds of subordinate males, high-ranking males and females, and old or invalid animals. The young males keep their distance from the dominant bull, which is recognizable by the thickness of his horns. During the dry season, males split from the herd and form bachelor groups. Two types of bachelor herds occur. One's made of males aged 4 to 7 years and those of males 12 years or older. During the wet season, the younger bulls rejoin a herd to mate with the females. The current status of the African buffalo is dependent on the animal's value to both trophy hunters and tourists, paving the way for conservation efforts through anti-poaching patrols, village crop damage payouts, and campfire payback programs to local areas. The African buffalo was listed as least concern by the IUCN, as the species had a global population estimated at nearly 900,000 animals, of which more than 3/4 are in protected areas. However, in 2019 the African buffalo was listed as a near-threatened species, with only 400,000 individuals left. Box jellyfish are cnidarian invertebrates distinguished by their box-like, i.e. cube-shaped body. Some species of box jellyfish produce potent venom delivered by contact with their tentacles. Stings from some species, including Chironex fleckeri, Carukia barnesi, Malo kingi, and a few others, are extremely painful and often fatal to humans. Often found floating, or slowly moving at speeds close to 5 miles per hour, in Indo-Pacific waters, these transparent, nearly invisible invertebrates are considered by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration as the most venomous marine animal in the world. Their namesake cubic frames contain up to 15 tentacles at the corners, with each growing as much as 10 feet long, all lined with thousands of stinging cells, known as nematocysts, that contain toxins that simultaneously attack the heart, nervous system, and skin cells. While antivenoms do exist, the venom is so potent and overwhelming that many human victims, of the hundreds of reported fatal encounters each year, have been known to go into shock and drown or die of heart failure before reaching shore. Even if you are lucky enough to make it to the hospital and receive the antidote, survivors can sometimes experience considerable pain for weeks afterward, and bear nasty scars from the creature's tentacles. It has been found that the statoliths, which are composed of calcium sulfate hemihydrate, exhibit clear sequential incremental layers, thought to be laid down on a daily basis. This has enabled researchers to estimate growth rates, ages, and age to maturity. Chironex fleckeri, for example, increases its interpetalia distance (IPD) by 3 mm 1/8 in per day, reaching an IPD of 50 mm 2 in when 45 to 50 days old. The maximum age of any individual examined was 88 days, by which time it had grown to an IPD of 155 mm. Cynoncia verrucosa is a species of venomous fish in the family Cynonciidae, commonly known as the reef stonefish. It is the most widespread species of stonefish, mostly found in shallow waters of the Red Sea and the Indo-Pacific. It is the deadliest fish in the sea, with incredibly effective venom, which can be lethal to humans. The most venomous fish known to humans is an easy one to miss, which is exactly what it wants. Stonefish, after all, are named for their visual similarity to rocks, sitting perfectly still and blending right into the seabed where an unsuspecting foot can easily step down on their dorsal fins, primed and ready with potent neurotoxins. The unluckiest clodhoppers will step hard, applying more pressure and increasing the amount of venom that gets injected. They may also trigger the stonefish's secondary defense mechanism known as a lacrimal saber, which has been likened to a switchblade of the face. Fatality from stonefish venom can occur within an hour, so it's recommended to seek antivenom immediately, applying water heated to over 113 degrees Fahrenheit, 45 degrees Celsius, in the meantime to denature the venom. Most importantly, watch where you step. The reef stonefish is the most venomous fish in the world. Its dorsal area is lined with 13 spines, each of which has 2 venom sacs. The spines are sharp and stiff and have been known to pierce boot soles. Stonefish venom can be fatal at a dose of only 18 milligrams, which the fish is capable of releasing with only 6 of its 13 spines. The protein makeup differs between the 3 species of stonefish, but in reef stonefish the fatal protein is the verrucotoxin protein. The saltwater crocodile is a crocodilian native to saltwater habitats and brackish wetlands from India's east coast across Southeast Asia and the Sundaic region to northern Australia and Micronesia. It has been listed as least concern on the IUCN Red List since 1996. It was hunted for its skin throughout its range up to the 1970s, and is threatened by illegal killing and habitat loss. It is regarded as dangerous for people who share the same environment. Florida's alligators may be scary, but they have nothing on their cousin, the fearsome crocodile, which is more short-tempered, easily provoked, and aggressive toward anything that crosses its path. Of all the species in the world, the largest, and most dangerous, is the saltwater crocodile. These ferocious killers can grow up to 23 feet in length, weigh more than a ton, and are known to kill hundreds each year, with crocodiles as a whole responsible for more human fatalities annually than sharks. Saltwater crocodiles are especially dangerous as they're excellent swimmers in both salt and freshwater. Yes, their name is confusing, and can strike quickly with a bite delivering 3,700 pounds per square inch psi of pressure, rivaling that of the T-Rex. If that's not enough to scare you, put it in perspective. Humans chomp into a well-done steak at around 200 psi, a mere 5% of the strength of a saltie's jaw. The saltwater crocodile inhabits coastal brackish mangrove swamps and river deltas from India's east coast, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh to Myanmar, Thailand, Malaysia, Cambodia, Vietnam, Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, Philippines, Palau, Solomon Islands, Vanuatu and Australia's north coast. The southernmost population in India lives in Odisha's Bhitarkanika Wildlife Sanctuary. In northern Odisha, it has not been recorded since the 1930s. It occurs along the Andaman and Nicobar Islands coasts and in the Sundarbans. In Sri Lanka, it occurs foremost in western and southern parts of the country. Mosquitoes are members of a group of about 3,500 species of small flies within the family Culicidae. Mosquitoes have a slender segmented body, 1 pair of wings, 1 pair of halteres, 3 pairs of long hair-like legs, and elongated mouthparts. Mosquito bites lead to a variety of mild, serious, and, rarely, life-threatening allergic reactions. These include ordinary wheal and flare reactions and mosquito bite allergies, MBA. The MBA, also termed hypersensitivity to mosquito bites, HMB, are excessive reactions to mosquito bites that are not caused by any toxin or pathogen in the saliva injected by a mosquito at the time it takes its blood meal. Rather, they are allergic hypersensitivity. Clocking in at just 3 mm at their smallest, the common mosquito, even tinier than the tsetse fly, ranks as the second most dangerous. Our reasoning: the sheer number of deaths each year, caused by various pathogens that several species of mosquitoes, of the more than 3,000 in the world, carry to humans. The irritating insects, primarily those from the genera Aedes, Anopheles, and Culex, are the primary vectors of diseases like malaria, chikungunya, encephalitis, elephantiasis, yellow fever, dengue fever, West Nile virus, and the Zika virus, which collectively afflict an estimated 700 million and kill roughly 725,000 people each year. As the World Health Organization notes, more than half of the human population is currently at risk from mosquito-borne diseases. Given that the pests are attracted to our body temperatures and the CO2 we exhale, our best tools to prevent infection lie in the usage of insect repellents high in active ingredients like DEET and picaridin. Thanks for watching.